Alright, welcome back to another trade recap, guys. We took 2 trades on NQ this morning. We ended up going 1 for 2. Pretty much the same trade. We were just a little bit early on our first entry. So if we're looking at our daily bias for NQ, where is it at? It's right here. So yeah, we're very bullish. We were pushing up to all-time highs, and then we ended up just sweeping all-time highs today, and it's continuing to run. So if we look at the hourly, then we have hourly fair value gap right here, hourly fair value gap right here, which is what we ended up taking it off of. So before market open today, we previously tapped into this fair value gap right here, but we were going back towards it, and then right at market open we had a market structure shift. So market opened right here, and then we pushed down into the hourly fair value gap, and then we ended up shooting back up after that. We created a market structure shift right here, and then at the top right here we created equal highs, which would be good for us to go long with. And then right here we had marked out our equilibrium then, because we ended up getting an SMT then right here, and we were in like we created this 1 minute inversion fair value gap, and this is kind of where we had a bad entry on the first trade, because we didn't wait for it to kind of tap into it. We saw the 1 minute inversion fair value gap right here, and then as price pushed up past it, we ended up entering, and we still entered at like the top. We got a terrible fill on that. So yeah, that wasn't the best, and then price right after ended up tapping into the inversion fair value gap, and we did add on a little bit more right there, so we were risking like 1.5% for this trade. And then we pushed up, we created an equal high right here. I probably should have taken like a little bit off when we pushed up here, but the thing is, it was just a terrible like risk to reward. Like if I would have taken it off at this high, it would have been like 0.8 RR, so there was really no point. And then after that, we ended up getting stopped out. We carried another SMT right here, and then after that, we just ended up putting our stops underneath that. And like right here, even after we created this one, it still looked good, but then it ended up stopping us out. But we still had our long-term bias. All it did was tap into the hourly fair value gap again. We created another SMT, and then we wanted to find an inversion fair value gap. We have this 1 minute order block right here, that got respected after our entry. So if we go down to the 2 minute, we have a 2 minute inversion fair value gap right here. We push out of it right here, and then we get a fill right here, and we ended up entering on that. Pretty good fill on this one. And then the 1 minute order block got respected, as we can see, and then price shoots up. We ended up taking a small TP1 right here. It was super small because that's 1.19. So yeah, really small TP right there, like only 30% of the position. And then we moved our stops to break even, and as you can see, we shouldn't have gotten stopped out, so that's where our break-even point would be. Price comes down, but it doesn't hit it, but our broker stopped us break-even on that. So that's unfortunate, just because price didn't even come to our break-even and we got stopped out. And then right after that, we can see price comes up to our TP1, which would have been a 1.6 RR, and then we end up hitting TP2, which was a 2.44. So it sucks that we got wicked out, break even after we took a little bit of profit, but I mean, it happens in the market. Just something to make sure of next time. Maybe just be watching the charts and have like a manual stop loss, if you're going to close at break even, because wicks like this can happen. But overall, very solid trade. Our bias was correct for the day. We read the markets pretty well, so that's about all that needs to be said. This trade was taken on Monday 12th. If we take any trades on the 13th, I'll make a video covering that. But until next time, guys.